Hey everybody, this is Boomy and I'm here today to talk about getting started in business. You know, when I made a decision to do House of Beautiful Hair and take this on as a business enterprise, I was really motivated when I saw that chart that showed that we could make $60,000 every 90 days. And so I know that when you're in business, it is about sales. You have to start letting people know what you have. So what Daryl and I did was that we jumped in with both feet and we immediately started talking to everybody that we knew. We started promoting on Facebook heavily. We made flyers and started giving them out. And we started calling people that we know, telling them, hey, Sherelle, girl, I'm so excited. Look, I added in something new and hot to my business portfolio. Do you keep yourself open to multiple streams of income? You do? Great. I got something that you got to hear. Hold on. And so I would have them to take a look at that time I hadn't created a sizzle call. So I had them to get on the company conference call or have them to look at the video on the website. And I kept doing that over and over and over again to many people every day. And that is how you got here today, because I got in my first person, who got in some other people. I got in a second person, and a third, and a fourth, and those people told others who told others, and now we have a team of a couple thousand people, and it all started from making a decision one day. So I'm telling you just to let you know that you're at that same place in time where you heard about this conference call. You were on the conference call, right? And all you had to do is make a decision as to if you want to do this business or not. Now you're going to start telling people. And you don't get emotionally involved in whether they say yes or no. You know, some people just can't see it. It's okay. It's no problem. Some people don't have vision. It's okay. Whether or not they have vision or not has no bearing on your success. Whether or not I shared this with 10 people all said no did not lessen my resolve to do this business. So you got to have that stick-to-itiveness in your mind, but you've got to do the numbers. You've got to start your prospect list. Let me show you something. I want you all, hold on, be right back. I want you to get a composition notebook, okay? And this is for your prospect list. And I want you to, I have some names and numbers there that I glued in here. But I want you to make a list of everybody you know. Now, I put, you see where it says House of Beautiful Hair, and you see I started writing the names and the phone numbers there. I want you to use the memory jogger that I just posted in the back office the other day. This is the most extensive memory jogger that you would ever come across. It's going to help you expand your list to like hundreds of people, okay? Because when you start making your list, if I were to stop here with 8 people, 8 is not a winning number. If 8 people was all I had on my list, I'd be done. Because I call half of them, they wouldn't be home. The other 3 would say, oh, I'm not interested. Then I have one who say she's interested, and I call her back to get on the call, and then she wouldn't get on. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you have enough raw material to work with, and your people are your raw material. So you're going to use that memory jogger to expand your list. So it'll go with things like who does your hair, and who does your taxes, and who do you know named Bob, and who do you know that got married last year, and who do you know that's pregnant. I mean, so you're writing down all these people's names, and you are not prejudging as to whether you think they would do the business or not. But these are would be people for you to make contact with and let them know that you are in a hair weave business, that your product lasts for years as opposed to the throwaway hair from the beauty supply store that only lasts a couple of months, and you're showing women how to get paid to share where they buy their hair. So you see what I do once somebody joins, then I highlight their name, so that lets me know I'm looking at my list. Okay, that person's already in. But get yourself a composition notebook and start making your prospect list, so that when it comes time to do business, and I mean time to schedule your sponsoring time, you can sit down with your phone and just start dialing for dollars, looking at your list and calling those people, inviting them onto the call, three-waying them into the sizzle call, calling them and having them to watch the video on your website. Maybe you don't have a lot of time. Maybe you don't have 2 hours a day to put into sponsoring, but you can use the nooks and crannies of your day. Maybe you can call somebody real quick. You're about to go in the grocery store. You cut off the car and say, oh, I forgot to tell Cheryl about this thing. Let me call Cheryl and tell her to listen to this. Or, maybe you're just getting home from work and you're tired. So you say, you know what? I'm going to call two people real quick. Have them to get on the call tonight. Or three-way them into the recorded call. And I'm just going to lay here. They don't have to know I'm laying down. I'm going to three-way them in. I'm going to lay back and catch a little relaxation time while I have them listening to the recorded conference call. All right? Or maybe you're washing the dishes. I remember I used to do this a lot when my kids were young. I would be bathing them or something like that. And then what I would do is I would, put them onto a three-way call, three-way them into a recorded call, put it on mute, and I'm washing the dishes or doing something with the kids or whatever while these people are listening. They don't know what I got going on, so it's multitasking. So anyway, the thing I really wanted to tell you on this training video is that you've got to jump in with both feet, and you've got to have enough people to talk to. So you start with your own list of the people that you know, okay? And then you also are going to cultivate new people. So you're posting out on Facebook and you're posting out on Instagram or what have you. And so as you get a person who says they want to know more, then you're going to add their name to your list, okay? So your list here is always going to be a living, breathing organism. It's never going to be done. It's never going to be done. You're always going to be adding names to your list. It should always be growing. If you're 30 years old, guess what? You know 2,000 people. Now, you probably will not be able to just start listing those people that you know. But if I gave you and say, who was in your second grade class? Who was your fifth grade teacher? Who was a football player on your high school football team, then you will start thinking about all of these people. So you've come across 2,000 people that you know. You may not know their phone numbers or where they are, but you do know those many people. So if you know those many people, then you can at least come up with a list of 100 to get you started with in business, okay? So that's some tips for getting started. You make that list and you start calling. Some will, some won't. So what? Stop whining and start winning. See you at the top.